married to decent times, but this girl's got you on her mind. Something about your walk, talk, smile so bright, kinda something like my kryptonite. I'm not easy, believe me, but I know what I want. You're special, original, so let's have some fun. You're staring and I'm daring, I'm so ready to die. Bring your body real close to me, whole lot of romance. What's your fantasy? You and me tonight. Let's let the trace. You and me tonight. Rock news. You and me tonight, baby.
What's up, fam? It's your girl, Phoenix Novell, and thank you guys for tuning into another Musicians on Gigs episode. Now, this episode is called 5 Steps to Get Booked Internationally. This is for all my musician friends out there who are interested in finding out what steps they can take to make that big leap and get on the world stage. Now, before I get into that, I want to introduce you guys to the latest product that I have available on my website. And most of you know that I just released my 14-piece art collection entitled Living on Purpose. And I have it now available in the actual canvas paintings, but also on prints, in prints, as well as in my 2022 Art and Astrology calendar. I feature my artwork, as well as I introduce these greeting cards. So I'm introducing my 14-piece collection in 14 greeting cards. You get 14 blank greeting cards on the inside. On the outside is the actual print. On the inside of most of them, some of them don't have it, but on the inside, you'll have the like a lighter shade version of the print that's on the front, and on one side it's completely blank for you to customize to whomever you're writing this card, you're sending this card to. And on the back, you'll have just a little bit of my copyright information, my website, and it lets you know what collection this is from, okay? Because I do plan on doing another one and releasing it in 2022. So again, guys, thank you for supporting me. These are one of each. This is upside down. This is Queen. Hopefully you like it. But yeah, a couple of these are upside down. Get it together, Phoenix. Sorry, King. Yeah. So I hope you guys get a chance to check this out. These are available right now for sale, only within the USA. I'm not shipping internationally right now due to customs. I don't want anybody's stuff getting stuck in customs. That can be pretty devastating. So check it out, and I hope you guys enjoy the greeting card collection. All right, now let's get back to it. So 5 steps to get booked internationally. Number 1, put yourself out there to be seen as available and ready for gigs. Now, I'm looking down right here because I have my notes on my paper, so forgive me. Put yourself out there to be seen as available and ready for gigs. If you're not promoting yourself, if you're not just showcasing your talent, nobody knows that you exist, okay? You can sit there all day and have amazing abilities and skills, and all your friends and family can know how talented you are, but if you're not showing yourself to the world, and right now it's free to do so. You know, you got all these social media platforms where people are just sitting watching people do the craziest things. Do covers. That's probably the easiest way, because people are always looking for covers of their favorite song. So you'll be in the algorithm because you're covering a very popular song. Or, you know, doing a certain kind of mix if you're a DJ, you know, doing a popular 80s mix or a certain type of genre of music mix, or tribute band, anything. Just make yourself seen. You're going to be seen when you get on the world stage anyway, so get yourself out there now, because that's taking away half of the work. You don't have to pay anybody to watch you. You just have to create something watchable and something that people would actually want to click on and spend some of their time, their precious time, checking out. So Make your presence known. Give people some form of entertainment. Look good doing it, and stand out and be confident when you're presenting yourself to the world, because that is probably, I would say, the number one way that I've been booked the most often is me constantly sharing my performance videos and my traveling videos, my behind the scenes with the world. It's like word of mouth gets around, and it's like, hey, you available for this gig? Oh yeah. And I didn't even have to finagle my way into or negotiate my way into a situation or try to, impress somebody. Me just putting my stuff out there and presenting myself to the world did the talking for me. So that's number one. Number one, make yourself seen. Number two, learn covers and classics. This goes back to number one. Classics is probably the most viewed thing on social media when it comes to musicians and watching bands and performers. People want to hear your version of something that they know, because one, they can sing along. Number two, they like something different sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just want to hear a jazz version of one of your favorite pop songs, or you want to hear a rock version of your favorite, soul R&B ballad or something. So don't be afraid to cover the classics. Don't be afraid to do what's been done a million times. If it's been done a million times, it's because it's popular and people are still looking for it. And it's one of the quickest ways for people to subscribe to you, because you sang something and they like your style or your rendition and they're eager for more. So don't make it hard on yourself by just singing your original music or playing your original, this is what I like, so this is what I'm going to do. You can always do that. But get them to you by giving them something that they're looking for. They can't look for you if they don't know you yet. So give them something that they know so they can find you, and then give them a little bit of you, a spoonful at a time. Okay? Number three, connect with any and everyone. And this was one of my biggest mistakes. Luckily, I being overseas was just natural for me, so I lucked into it more than I was prepared. I wasn't socializing as much as I should have been, because people know people. People are always talking, and you never know what they need. You never know when they'll need an artist. You never know who they know. And so many people just stay in their little bubble because this is familiar to me, or I'm not, well, I'll just wait for them to reach out to me, or no. Connect with other artists for sure. The number one, connect with other artists, but get to know business people, get to know investors, get to know customers, consumers, talk to people, ask questions, go to places, socialize, be seen, be heard, be in the know, be around, because it only takes one person to know of a venue or know somebody looking for somebody just like you. And because, hey, they know you and they liked you, they recommend you, or you meet somebody and you're nice to them and they're nice to you, and then all of a sudden you reveal that you're an artist, and they say, hey, I got this show coming up, or I got this opportunity on my friend, and just like that, because you were just being cordial and being a good human being and a social human being, now you met somebody who not only you're cool with, but that you could actually benefit from in terms of your career. People come, they could be a tourist here, and they are thinking about opening up a venue or something in their home country, and they're here, and you were nice to them or helped them find a location. And I'm not just saying speak to any and every stranger. I'm just saying don't assume that your opportunities are always going to come dressed a certain way. Be prepared by just being open to the possibility that this, even though it doesn't look like something, can turn out to be something else very beneficial for you in your career. The next one is gain experience first before you set a high cost for your services. All right. Yes. The more experience you have, the more you can say, okay, now I'm seasoned. Now I can ask for that. But in the beginning, don't be so quick to be discriminating. Don't be so quick to be like, oh no, that's beneath me, or I can't do this, or no. That's, you gain experience by taking the humble gigs. The humble gigs actually hones you. It helps you learn how to control an audience. It helps you learn how to iron out all the kinks, if you will. And there's a lot less expected of you when you aren't being paid much, or when you're doing, touring the circuit, and this gig is probably not the most, luxurious, but it is an opportunity for you to get up in front of people and show them what you got. The pressure isn't so heavy on you, which gives you an opportunity to be more natural, or to say, okay, this is a place where I can learn, and not necessarily make mistakes, but just like I can learn. I'm not losing so much by by fumbling a ball on this particular, venue, or accepting that venue that pays you, half of what you'll make if you do something over here. I've done that. I've went for the bigger paying gigs, and what happens is that you don't always, sometimes when you're just going after those certain gigs, you are too afraid to mess it up, that you don't really grow, or that you don't really learn your full potential, because you're in this box afraid to be, because their expectations are high because of how much they're paying for you. It's like, hey, we paying this, and we giving you this hotel and giving you all these, perks and stuff like that. You better think twice about getting sick. You better think twice about, doing something that we don't like, or being risque or something like that. And when it comes to the entertainment business, you need to be free on that stage. You need to be free and open to perform and just give it your all. And if you're in your head because, this is one of those, okay, I gotta hold on to this, I don't want to get fired, I don't want nobody, then you're not really going to reach your full potential. Now, yes, some people just want these certain gigs. Yes, that's my style, that's what I like. Okay, cool. But I feel like it pays to be versatile. It pays to be malleable. It pays to push the envelope a little bit, because the client wants you to be a hit. They want you to get on the stage and they want you to own it. They're not going to tell you what to do, but they'll see that you have it, and they'll watch how you command the audience. I mean, they want entertainment. They want somebody who's going to keep asses in the seats. They want people who are going to continuously wow the crowd. And if you're a little risque doing it, they don't mind, as long as you have control over that stage and the audience is in awe of you. But if you're afraid, because you think more money and 5-star hotels and all this kind of stuff is that's what I want. If you're hooked on that, then the chances are you're going to be afraid to think outside the box. You're going to be afraid of losing the gig, and you should never be afraid of losing anything, because people will sense it, and the ones who are not afraid are going to be more attractive. I've been in that situation. I've been on both sides of that, and I'll tell you, the one who's like, hey, I'm gonna give it my all. If you don't like it, we'll have a conversation afterwards, but the crowd's gonna love me. Those are the ones who usually last the longest, or they're the ones who usually, they get away with everything because their presence will be so greatly missed if you don't make them happy. The last one is create a memorable EPK or sizzle reel. Now, a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth 2,000. All right. Because when a person can see the context and get the feeling and the vibe, and they can see the energy coming off of you on that stage, it's magic when you put it together the right way. It's hard for artists to be unbiased. We want to show every little skill set we have. We want to show you, oh, I can do this part and I can do this too, and watch this and wait for it. But a sizzle reel is usually about 1 minute to 2 minutes long, and that's all you need to captivate. You captivate by your energy and your intensity on that stage. Also with the preparation that you have in whatever you're delivering. It needs to seem like you're comfortable up there. It needs to feel like you are confident up there. And the more comfortable and confident, comfort and confidence comes off and is felt more when you're prepared. When you know what's coming up next, you ain't got to look back at your other bandmates like, where we at, right? You're connecting with the audience. You have a smile on your face because it's just like the words are coming to you. You know it because you practiced it, right? So when you create that sizzle reel, you want it to look like you're in control and you're in command. So you have to look prepared. You got to know your stuff. So highlight those parts where you are just like, hey, crowd participation moments, those moments where you're just like having fun, but at the same time you're in control. So I'm serious about what I do. I love what I do, and I'm good at what I do. All of that has to be said without being said in that 1 to 2 minute sizzle reel, because you want to leave them wanting more. You want to leave them saying, hey, I saw your sizzle reel. I know you'll be great for this job. Do you do these songs? That's the conversation. You don't want somebody else to say, send me some more, because that means that they haven't been sold yet. So you want to sell them on your level of confidence. You want to sell them on your image. So that image has to come across like you're enticing, you're appealing to watch on stage. That's important too. I'm not going to downplay the looks part. But when I say looks are subjective. Like it's not just one look. You have to own your look, that confidence. And if you know that you're not particularly mesmerizing, all the more that you come across confident, just in your face, because there's a range of artists and styles that people will gravitate towards. Not just one thing, but there is one quality. Confidence. Confidence keeps me engaged in you because you make me because you are into what you're doing. You're selling me on the fact that you're having a hell of a time up there, and I'm enjoying watching you because it's fun to watch people love what they do. So in the sizzle reel, you have to sell that. You have to sell that you are made for this job that you're going after, right? These people that want to book you or thinking about booking you are thinking about making money off of you. And I always say that. I think I said that in Musician's Little Black Book of Performance. This is a business. So don't think for a second that it's like, hey, no. They will replace you in a heartbeat the moment that you stop being appealing for them to watch. Because the moment that you lose them, they're starting to look around at the audience to see if they're continuously engaged or if they are lost as well. And for them, loss of engagement means potential for them to go somewhere else and watch somebody else's show. And that's not good for business, right? So I hope that these tips help you guys. Put yourself out there. Learn covers and classics. Connect with any and everyone. Gain experience first before you try to set a high rate because one of your friends got paid that amount at a gig they did. And the last one is create a memorable EPK or sizzle reel. Wow them in a minute by making the right cuts. If you got to get somebody who knows how to work the editing software, cool. But you'll get more bookings with an amazing sizzle reel rather than you just trying to send them all this stuff that you can do kind of sort of half-heartedly. You can sell them in a minute if you do it right. And the best way to do it right is to perform everywhere you can, and have people videotape you everywhere you can, and make sure that you're engaged, make sure that you're prepared, and make sure that you're really in love with what you do, because it comes across in the performance no matter what you're singing. All right, so hopefully these tips helped you guys. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Musicians on Gigs, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.